Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. This is our presentation for UHAS 3042, Human Development. Our group member, myself, Erlinda binti Muhammad Yusuf, Hairum bin Hassan, Jusafri bin Idris, Ramlan bin Maslin, and Shina Natalie Lois. Title for this presentation is Discuss the Psychological Challenges of Aging Between Middle and Late Adulthood. I will present an introduction as a first presenter. Psychological aspects of aging are vast. Work, retirement, migration, sexuality, stress, widowhood, emotionality, mental health, social support, and friendship are just a few of the domains that might be discussed within a psychological framework. Richard Stevens in 2009. There are 3 stages of adulthood, which are early adulthood, age between 22nd until 34th, early middle ages between 35th until 44th, and late adulthood ages between 65 and older. In addition, different societies have different ways of defining being adulthood, which can clearly marked by ritual and ceremony at a certain age on assuming a particular status. Adulthood is variously talked about as a time of increased maturity, growth, learning, and personal consolidation, include the recognized social transition of employment, leaving home, becoming committed to a relationship, and establishing a family of one's own. By Go, Yusuf, and Karni in 2013. Meanwhile, study of Mafauzi showed that the number of Malaysians aged 60 years and above is estimated to be 1.4 million and is projected to increase to 3.3 million in the year 2020. This showed that increasing in the age population was an evidence increasing life expectancy by Mafauzi in 2000.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. I'm Hairum bin Hassan. I will continue this presentation about objective. The main objective for this topic is to discuss the psychology challenge of aging between middle and late adulthood. There are few topics will be discussed in the study, which are A. Physical and cognitive change in middle and late adulthood. B. Social effect at middle and late adulthood. C. Emotional effect at middle and late adulthood.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Jusafri bin Idris. I will continue presentation from my part is discussion. Physical and cognitive change in middle and late adulthood. First, physical and cognitive change at middle and late adulthood shows almost some characteristic. However, the change becomes worse during the late adulthood stage. Second, the change that occurs such as muscular strength. Sensory abilities become somewhat diminishes. Visual acuity becomes slowly diminished and begins to suffer some hearing loss. Suffer from elements such as high cholesterol and high blood pressure, and slightly suffer from memory loss or snail. And lastly, in addition, appearance changes as wrinkles appear and the skin becomes less elastic and thin. Skin tag and age, spot may form on the body. Hair tint turn gray and height lessen by an inch or two, decreasing physical activity, less food consumptions, lower metabolism, and have poor health. They can cause weight loss. From Go, Yusuf and Karni, 2013. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I am Ramlan bin Maslin. I will continue the presentation. Social effect at middle and late adulthood. Study that conducted in Penang, Malaysia, showed that individual at stage middle and late adulthood that living with spouse and family and being socially active were significantly associated with increased quality of life scores and being dependent on partner and children as compared to being self-dependent and mobility and having poor and moderate support as compared to good social support were significantly associated with decreased quality of life scores. Abdul and Ibrahim, 2014. There are two fundamental ways of the development task for late adulthood. Firstly, there is a focus on the maintenance of one's life and quality of lifestyle rather than on discovery and creativity. Havigas, 1972. Secondly, the task focuses on happening on what is occurring in lives of others. Hallock, 1980. Individuals that can adapt to this adjustment will have a positive and healthy development at middle and late adulthood life. Secondly, emotional effect at middle and late adulthood. Relationship life mostly affected emotional of individual. A happy relationship bring a happy life. Researchers have found positive effect defined by having a positive attitude and deriving happiness in everyday activities predicted survival 10 years later among octogenarians. Lira and Häkkinen, 2006. The positive of emotion early and middle adulthood shows mortality in older age which related to health status. Meanwhile, the negativity emotional shows a poor health with not good for late adulthood. In addition, there will emotional changes that faced by middle and late adulthood such as denial, guilty, loneliness, sense of helplessness, extremely critical and suspicious behavior, stubbornness, selective memory, regression, recollecting past experience or even anger, depression, anxiety and grief. Ho Bi Kiao, 2016.
I will continue for the conclusion. Adulthood lures the longer phase in individual life. Physical and cognitive changes can be seen starting from middle adulthood and decline slowly until late adulthood stage. Middle adulthood play important roles to the success of the late adulthood life. A great social life and positive emotion at late adulthood was determined by middle adulthood stage. An adult that have a great and good middle adulthood life will have also a great and good late adulthood life. And finally, family, friends, and spouse will affect individual adulthood life. Thank you.